Welcome to Modern Dev, and today I will explain you the template method design pattern and when it makes sense to use that. So I have prepared a little example here. We have a class here that prints messages on system out, therefore I called it printer. You can also imagine this being an algorithm consisting of various steps, and the steps here are just the output statements here. So we have a class called myPrinter with one public method called printMessage. So if you would have several printers that share behavior, so you have a common structure of what you are printing here, but you want to add different messages in between. So how you would do that? So one way is, so we have our class here, one way would be we create a new class, extend from myPrinter, so we subclass, and then we override the print message method. And so what we could do, we could add methods around the super call. So we can call the original implementation and then we can add things before and after it. So let's run that. So the original implementation just prints header and footer, and the custom printer now adds a hello before. So we see this here. So we can move that on the back, and then we have it here, and so we can also duplicate it. So, but we have no chance, for example, like adding something in between. We cannot do that without modifying our original class. So, and that's one purpose or one problem where we can use the template method design pattern. So therefore, what we're going to do, we change it as follows. So we create an abstract class, which I called here abstract printer, which has the print method, which does basically what we did before. So it prints header and footer. But the difference is now, so we as the designer of this class, we say, okay, everything is, so the structure that is given is this, but it's possible to modify the behavior in between those two statements. And like I said before, consider an algorithm that does things here. So you just want to do something in between, or like before, in between, and after. So therefore, we define an abstract method here that we invoke in our public method. Therefore, the whole class needs to be abstract. And now we can do the following thing. So we can subclass from here. So I created two subclasses, a bar printer and a foo printer. And they're pretty simple. They just print foo or bar. So the foo printer extends abstract printer and implements do print body with foo, and the bar printer does the same thing but with bar. So if we invoke this now in our main method, I remove the original invocation and I get rid of the comments here. So if I call this now, then you see first I call print message on the foo printer. So therefore we see header foo footer, because the foo printer implements the abstract method with foo, which is called between the header and the footer call, and the bar printer does the same thing. So therefore we here see header bar footer. So I think that's I would say it's one of the most simple design patterns, but I think it's very effective if used correctly, and I think it's great to save redundancies, and I think it's a lot of times it's overlooked. So you can use this a lot of times to save code, to make your code more compact. That's it for now. I will make more videos about design patterns, or especially design patterns that I consider useful. So this will be the first one. And yeah, leave me a comment if you have questions. And if you like this video, leave me a like and subscribe to the channel, and see you next time. Thank you very much. Goodbye.